Today we look at how we normally write an ionic equation. For example, we have this equation here. We have the barium nitrate, we have the magnesium sulfate reacting to form the barium sulfate and the magnesium nitrate. So we know all the nitrate are soluble, so that is why we are writing HQ there, the HQs. Then we have the magnesium sulfate. We know all the sulfate are soluble except the barium sulfate, the Dd2 sulfate, and the calcium sulfate is slightly soluble. Then we have said the barium sulfate is insoluble. That is why we are writing S there to represent the solvent, the precipitate which will be formed. Then we have the magnesium nitrate, which is in aqueous form. Now, we write ions of the sort which we are reacting. For example, here we have the barium nitrate, we have the ion of the barium, and you make sure it has a charge. Remember, we are talking about the ions. Then we have the nitrate, there are two here. Then we have the magnesium ion, then we have the sulfate ion. We are not going to write the ions of the barium sulfate because it is in solid form. We can only be able to write the ions of the salt which is in solution form. And also here we have the magnesium nitrate. So we have the magnesium ion and the nitrate ion. And now from there, we remove the unchanged ions. There are those ions which did not undergo any change. We normally call them the spectator ions. For example, if you look at the barium ion, that one changed. We have the barium which is in aqueous form here, but here it is combined with the sulfate which is in solid form. Now when we go to nitrate, you remove the nitrate and the other nitrate because that one did not undergo any change. Then we have the magnesium, and magnesium also you remove. Then we are being left with the overall ionic equation as the barium ions and the sulfate ions to form the barium sulfate. The most important part here is for you to know the salt which are soluble and the salt which are not soluble. Then this type of reaction whereby one of the product is in solid form, we call them the precipitation reaction.